Are you the best point guard ever?
Yes.
Steph Curry transformed from a skinny, undersized high school kid to a basketball legend. He completely revolutionized the game, just like Michael Jordan.
He's the modern MJ, you know?
Steph is a 4-time NBA champion, 2-time MVP, 10-time All-Star, and arguably the greatest shooter of all time.
I'm wondering, is it time to start putting him as the best player of all time?
Let's take a look and listen to what NBA players and legends think of Stephen Curry.
08, 09, or whenever that little light-skinned came in the league, that's in Golden State. He single-handedly changed the no lead is safe. When it comes to influence, since I've been watching the game, the most influence on the game, and obviously we know what Mike did for the game, Steph and Allen Iverson are the two biggest influential guys in our game since I've been watching and covering it. Kids felt like they could be them. They were guys that was not always counted on. They were small in stature, and they just defined the odds. And now you have Steph, who's shooting over the Empire State Building. You know, it's just like those two are the two most influential when you say the game, how they changed the game, and the kids, and like those are two guys that you just wanted to watch every single night.
When you look at me and Steph, I just feel like we're able to do things out there that keeps the normal person walking down the street, gives them hope that basketball can be for them as well. You know, he's just able to do so many special things, and I could go on and on about Steph, but I love that guy. And
I love Steph. Hey,
you know, a legend in the game. He changed the game. When a guy changed the game, some way, somehow, you got to expand the Mount Rushmore. You know what I mean? Like, who says it only could be this many people? Like, Steph Curry changed the game. His face needs to be up there in the Mount Rushmore.
Steph Curry is messing the game up. I'm on the internet now, I see a bunch of little kids dribbling, shooting 100-footers.
To get warm, to start the game.
But he's doing something for them. He's giving them a chance. You know, Steph, it probably is the most influential player when it comes to little people.
Yes.
Right? Because I see a lot of little guards, like little kids. I'm going to these tournaments, they're doing stuff I can't even do.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And it's good and bad.
I love Steph, man. I mean, the guy has completely revolutionized the game.
He messed up the game in a good way, you know?
You think he messed it up in a good way?
Yeah, I think he hurt the youth because the youth just loves threes, and that's all they think about doing is shooting threes. You know, him and Klay and their whole team, I think, just changed the game in a good but bad way.
Each other on the golf course.
You didn't know what was coming. You didn't, because you'd never seen it before. I was there when he broke the record, right? The first record. And you didn't think, like, I think it was like 250 maybe or something threes. You didn't think that the next year was going to shoot 400, make 400 threes or whatever. They crushed it, but no one saw it coming. No one saw it coming, and no one truly knew how to stop it when they got going. That's why they won 73 games.
When you came to the Garden and I let Raymond Felton's pride get in the way when he had 50, I feel like that's when you decided you was just gonna rape the league.
Bro, you know what? I ain't mad at you.
That was the moment?
Bro.
I think so.
Bro, hey.
Raymond said, Shump, no, like, stop letting dude do this, but he really be doing this to us. I'm like, the confidence is changing, G. He going back to Davidson on us, bro. Nah. You feel me? I'm like, he doing the shit that we was like, you can't do that in the league. He started doing it. I'm not.
In the Garden.
Yeah, you going too fast shooting that jumper now. That's too much. You ain't even holding it up no more. He was falling and shit. No, bro. Now he talking to the crowd. He pointing at fans. I'm like, Steph don't even do that. I really felt like in my heart, like we are birthing an animal, bro. Yeah. I really think of that moment. I'm like, bro, I think we ignited that confidence that came, because after that game, bro, he got very disrespectful.
Yeah, he took off.
He got disrespectful. He started trying shit.
And then the next game, we play the Warriors at home, and this is 2015-16. And my first matchup is Steph. And I'm like, bro.
Your man in front of you from the perimeter, bringing a big man away. And Curry hits a 40-footer.
You know me. I walk in, I chest him up as soon as I get in the game on the inbound. I'm just pushing him. I'm like, yeah, you're not doing that tonight. Not on me, brother. About 36 minutes later and 42 Steph points later.
That happens to a lot of people too.
Yeah. I'm in the locker room like, nah, this can't be what it's like. I'm taking my stuff out like this ain't it.
And then Steph Curry, I'm going to bed at 8 o'clock. Mom, don't call me. My girl, don't call me. I'm locked in right now.
Every night.
Yeah.
It's honestly hell.
Be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean, the way he moves without the ball is the worst part. But just the way he moves without the ball, it's honestly their system too. It fits him to perfection. You literally can't ever relax. And I remember game 1 and 2, chasing him and Klay around, and I couldn't make a shot. Everybody's looking at me like, why can't you make a shot? I'm like, I ain't got no legs. But his approach to the game too is special. Just the way that he, sees the game and the way he goes about the game. It was a lot of fun to play them. Obviously happy we won. But it's hell to guard him.
They're actually understanding how to play with him now, like how he operates, how he moves when he gives up the ball, and like continues to just run in circles until you fall asleep, and then he shoots it from 30 feet basically. It's borderline at times. It's unguardable.
He's tough, and I'm a part of the losing side of history. But I remember watching it, bro, and I was like, yo, he was absurd to watch. And then I played against him. I was like, he's different.
He's different, bro.
But Steph Curry is the most impactful player on a team in the league.
Because the gravity.
Bro,
the gravity.
You have to guard him as well on the ball as you do off. Like, once he gets off the ball, you're probably more scared of him off the ball than you are on.
He's the, you know what I mean?
He's the modern MJ, I used to see this playing with the Bulls. Half the crowd's got, red 23 jerseys on, and, now half the crowd's got blue and yellow 30 jerseys. Steph is... he transcends the game. He elicits an emotion from people. I think because he's so awe-inspiring with his play that no matter where we go, there are people who are cheering for him and can't wait to see him perform because we've never seen anything like him.
Michael did everything in the air. Air Jordan. He revolutionized the game. He changed the way we thought. The baggy shorts, the black socks, obviously the Air Jordans. Stephen Curry has taken shooting in the art form of it and moving without the ball to a different level. The first thing kids do, they know they can't dunk and fly like Michael Jordan, but they all believe they can shoot like Stephen Curry. And that's the first thing they do is start hoisting up threes to try and be like their hero, Stephen Curry. So you have heroes to most in Michael Jordan, and you have a lot of heroes in Stephen Curry. I see the comparison.
And it's like, that's how we feel with you. You know what I mean? And Evan, you can kind of speak to it in terms of like the funny story where it's like, you hear those MJ stories, you see people on the bench. Like, when I watch him and he do stuff, I watch the other team bench. Dudes be like, oh!
I told you one time, you told the story before, we were playing one time, you got so hot in a certain instance, I'm like, damn, like, you didn't hit 3 straight. When you hit the 4th, I wanted to like, turn up and be like, yo, go crazy. Like, go crazy. Like, because like when you're a fan of basketball, you're a fan of the game, you start to comprehend what you're seeing. As a fan and as a player, you always appreciate it. So it's always been that part where you can, really remove yourself with the game. And, we're all, at one point, we were all high-level basketball player and, big-time athletes. So, you can really appreciate what you do.
Consistently the best shooter his whole career. I'm wondering, is it time to start putting him as the best player of all time?
Best player?
I'm saying.
Oh, you put him over you?
In the conversation.
I'm asking you.
Yes.
You put him over you. You yourself put Steph Curry over you.
Yeah, this is why he's my favorite player. Cause
I'm not saying favorite. He might be my favorite too.
I played 20 years, watched 20 years before that. I've never seen a guy like him. And he's doing it consistently, and he has championships. For all the chitter-chatter, is it time to just put him in the conversation?
I think he's a...
I'm asking the fans, is it time to start putting him in the conversation as one of the best players ever?
When it's all said.
But really, he shoots those shots in the game.
Yeah.
This is a great time to practice. Like, we all stretching, like he's gonna get unlimited of them. We stretching, we get loose, he's chucking it from half court. He's making them. And it's like, all right, so when he gets to the half court with 0.3 and he's asking for it, he makes it. It's like, it's no surprise. So like, seeing his preparation made me really want to be like, all right, I can shoot from anywhere.
1 second on the clock before halftime.
Right.
We have the ball out
under our own basket 94 feet away. He looks at the defense, he catches it, and he flings a shot 90 feet that actually comes kind of close, goes against him in the scoreboard.
Yeah.
That's a missed three, right? He takes these shots every game. When I played, and like most players, you get that ball, it's like, maybe you take a dribble, like, oh, I don't think
Big move.
Throw a grenade every once
This
in a while.
guy shoots every one of those shots, and I think part of it is he's one of the greatest showmen like that I've ever seen. Like you love to do something that nobody else does, and it took me a while to learn that. Like, you know, our first year together, like you were taking some of those threes, and you know, I had the voice of every coach I ever had saying, "That's a terrible shot. That's a terrible shot." Right? And then I realized, like, that's part of your superpowers that you love to put on a show. It also wins. This is not like just doing crazy stuff for the help. This helps us win.
Greatest shooter we've ever seen, hands down. The shots that he makes is by far some of the toughest shots I've ever seen taken.
Wow. Let alone
crossing,
made.
let alone made.
Exactly.
Crossing over behind the back, just letting it go, turning around, just running the other way, and this. Then ain't nothing else to be said. When I let this thing go, don't go for the rebound. We need to get back. And that's and that's extreme. I mean, not only is it extreme confidence, but that's a talent, man. That's a talent to have. His dad is obviously, arguably one of the top 15, 20 dudes, depending on what are you going by as shooters. But for him to make all of those shots off the dribble, pulling from half court, that shot he made against Oklahoma City 2 years ago,
Coming
like,
across half,
God.
it's ridiculous. Crazy.
Well,
but him getting
Steph is listening to Steph's workout, and I know how OCD you are. People don't understand the amount of energy that he has to use every single day. It's next level. Like, even for athletes, even for guys that do this for a living, you're like, this man has to run around for 48 minutes every single night doing what he does. You don't see that coming. And so it's a compliment to those guys to figure out an equation that no one ever has. And they just dominated with it.
The year Steph hit that shot in the corner in New Orleans, when I was part. I saw that live. I had 16 points in that game. I saw that live. The chef, bro. That's when the chef started taking over. That's when he was like, hey, LeBron is LeBron, but hey, I'm here. It's because Steph is so random. Like, you can practice, but you don't know what he gonna do. There's no rhyme or rhythm to, like, because he reading you.
Steph is right behind Magic. I can't put anybody else ahead of Steph but Magic.
Oh my God.
Ever see another Steph Curry?
I think this is truly a one-off. He's been a game changer. I mean, Ray Allen probably is getting 3 to 5 a game, whereas Steph is probably getting 10 to 15 a game. So I don't see any players in the league that can really change this landscape unless him and Klay get on separate teams.
And to see that he do not get the respect that he deserves from the way that he plays the game of basketball. He's not just a great shooter. He's not just a guy who handles the ball before the games and pregame. Like, he plays the game at a level that I haven't seen anyone play the game.
Steph's done economical. Steph's unbelievable. I can't believe the kind of shape he must be in, as fast as he runs.
Yeah,
the whole game, every game. That was
said.
Yeah. That's what amazed me playing him in the finals. I just, one of the things I said over and over in that series was like, I know they're running fast, but you got to run fast too. We got to run fast too. Keep chasing them, like play tag and keep chasing them, because it's like nonstop.
We'll give him 6'3". He's a 6'3" guard who has never had the pop and the burst and the leaping ability of some other incredible guards of this era. He won the MVP in 2015. He won the MVP in 2016, in his 20s. He's 35 now. I think Steph Curry is better now than he was back then. That is remarkable. Let's not take it for granted.